Hey guys, I want to take this time to announce a brand new video series, and this is weird, I know. 2 videos in the same day, within just a couple of hours of each other? Ooh, I know, it's weird, but it shouldn't be that weird since, I upload videos all the time, right? No, but I've been planning this series for a while, and I'm going to give some build-up, then reveal what it is, and then give you a little bit more detail. Hopefully I can get this done under 10 minutes. So, basically, this is totally different from anything I've done in the past on this channel, which I mainly limited myself to movies and video games, very, very occasionally. But I'm moving into something completely different, as this isn't even really in the world of entertainment. It's not, at all. So, and I feel like I can do that because, ultimately, this channel's for me. A lot of people say, I do this for the fans, man, I do it for you. I make videos for myself. And I know that may sound like a no shit kind of thing, but really a lot of people on YouTube stick to a niche and they don't leave it whatsoever because that's what their fans want and they're going to please their fans. I'm not like that. I look at this almost as like a time capsule to where 5-10 years down the road I can look back and possibly recapture this time, and go through it again. And I do movies because right now that's something I'm very passionate about, and I can go back and watch my reviews and just recap like a time capsule. And hopefully you guys can get enjoyment and entertainment out of what I make. But if you don't, I'm sorry, but I'm not trying to please anyone but myself. And I'm very content with what I do. Although I know it's not, super great or anything, but okay. But this is something that I want to do. And I got interested in both of these things because it's actually sort of 2 new series. Because I feel like I've gotten a lot more independence in my life over the last couple of years, both mentally and physically, because I'm growing up and I'm at an age now, and I'm sort of at the very beginning of that age too. I don't think I've gotten to the point where I'm going to stay the same, but I'm in the middle of, or the beginning of a time period in my life where I feel like I'm morphing into who I'm going to be the rest of my life as far as how I feel about things, my thoughts about the world, all kind of plethora of things, because most people, if not all people, when they're young, basically share the same mindset of their parents. So their parents tell them something, and they form that as their own opinion. They think that's their own opinion. But as you get older, you start breaking away from your parents. Possibly, you may have the same opinion, but you start to think for yourself more, and that's what I'm doing right now. And I've changed in a lot of ways, and there are a couple ways I've changed. But in doing so, I realized that I'm very passionate about something that I'd sort of been ignoring for a lot of my life, and that's politics. And I'm talking the entire branch of politics. So, that might be right now the thing I'm most passionate for as far as non-super personal things go. Like, okay, I'll just say I'm most passionate for politics than anything else right now. You should be able to infer to that what you want, I don't like politics more than my parents, but I like politics more than anything as far as entertainment goes, or anything that, is optional to follow. So, I don't know why I'm struggling to say that. But, I don't know how I'm going to do it exactly. I'm going to make 2 Let's Talk series. So, the first one's going to be Let's Talk Politics, and what I'm going to do is, it's not going to be like this. This is sort of on the fly, and the next few Let's Talk Politics are going to be on the fly, but in general, they're going to be pretty well scripted. I'm going to have notes, and it's going to be very, very efficient. Probably not extremely long. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one specific political topic. It'll probably be a hot topic at the time. Study it, give my opinion about it. And it's going to be in a very organized fashion. For example, I think it's sort of late now, but if I started this a month ago, I may make a video about Planned Parenthood, and what's going on with them. And just my overall opinion. And I might go back in time and do this. Actually, no, I'm not. I'll talk about that in a minute. So that's Let's Talk Politics. I'm gonna give you my political opinions every time. Now, first of all, here's how it's gonna be. I'm gonna give you the facts of the topic, why it's a hot topic, or anything else that you need to know. And then I'm gonna give my opinion about it, and I'm gonna back it up with what I feel is reliable information. And it's gonna make sense to me. Hopefully, it makes sense to you. And if anyone disagrees with me, on anything, leave a comment explaining why, and believe me, I will get back with you because I love talking about this stuff. So, there you have it. That's Let's Talk Politics pretty much. I'll talk about more general stuff about it in a minute. The second thing, and this is something that I learned I liked a lot when I was in 11th grade, but it's not, I don't like the entire spectrum of it, but I like certain parts, and that is history. Alright, there are some parts of history I can't stand to learn about. I hate it. But then there are other parts that I couldn't learn enough about, and certain people I couldn't learn enough about. So I'm going to do something called Let's Talk History. What that's going to be is I look at, it's not going to be very broad. Each video is not going to be very broad as far as, it's going to be like one specific part of history. Like, I'm not going to make a video about, here, I'll go ahead and reveal what my first episode is going to be. Okay, so it's going to be about Abraham Lincoln. I'm not going to make an entire video about Abraham Lincoln and his life. But the video I'm going to talk about is Abraham Lincoln supporting recolonization of slaves. I may make one later about Abraham Lincoln and his history with the Whig Party. Abraham Lincoln, you know, I don't know, and how he got to be president. You know, not very wide things, but very specific things that I can focus on. And I'll look at historical figures, you know, certain things about historical figures. I'll look at certain events and their political influences. I'll look at why certain events happened. I'll do all kinds of different things like that. So, and it's not going to be in any order. It might be, I'll say this, it's going to be predominantly American history, because that's what I'm much more passionate about, obviously, because I'm an American. So it's going to be mostly American history, occasionally maybe some other history, but we're talking 90% American history here. So very, very rarely will it not be. But that's how that's going to be. I'm just going to talk about different historical things, give information about it. It's not, and both this politics one and this history one, they're not going to be super duper formal. Okay, I mean, it's going to be scripted. I'm going to know what I'm talking about. The politics one, I'm going to be sitting here like you're talking to you guys, maybe in a bit more better setting, less improvised looking. But with the history, I'll probably just put up pictures and talk. So history is going to be very, very scripted. Politics is going to be a little less, but it's supposed to be like water cooler conversations. So it's supposed to be sort of laid back, just talking about it. I'm going to try and get my facts straight about it. But with that being said, if you're going to watch them, and you're probably not going to watch this if you're watching one, but if you're going to watch them to make a paper about something, or one of the things I'm talking about, hopefully I'll be right about everything, but I would not recommend you doing that just for the paper, because I'm not a historian. I don't plan to be a historian, so there are going to be incorrections. Hopefully it's minimal, but I'm going to make some mistakes. And with the history one, I'll give my overall opinion in that one too about certain things, but it's going to be much less prominent than the politics one. Like, it'll be at the very, very end. History is majority facts. So, and politics is more half and half. So, it's going to be laid back. It's going to be hopefully, what's the word I'm looking for? Informative. It's going to hopefully be informative. It's going to be laid back though, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Now, I don't upload very many videos, and I'll be honest, I'm not going to upload these videos very much. In fact, they'll probably be less prominent than my movie reviews. At most, it will be as prominent as my movie reviews. And they're going to kind of split time with each other. Like, they're not going to run independent. Like, I'll do maybe a politics and a history, politics, history. It's like they're two different series, but they're going to sort of still be sort of treated as one. And they're going to get about equal playtime as far as how often I make them. So, that's that. Will this impact my movie reviews? No, it will not. And like I said, I make these for me, which means if I have not made a Let's Talk Politics video in a long time, I'm not going to make one just because I haven't made one in a long time. I'll make one when there's something that's going on that I feel like I have to say. I may not make one for 6 months after this is posted. I'm going to make one tomorrow. There's a 3-part I've already made ahead of time. But, so I'll upload probably one every other day for the first 3 Let's Talk Politics. So it's sort of the same thing in one. History, I don't know when I'll make one. I told you what the first one's going to be, but I don't know when I'm going to make it. But my movie reviews are going to stay about the same. I'm really inconsistent because I don't upload them. Sometimes I go for months without uploading them. Recently, I've been picking up the pace. Hopefully, I can keep the pace I've been going. And I think I can. I really do, because I'm actually really, really enjoying making these Disney reviews. So, but school's starting back too. I'm going to college, so it may be less frequent then, but hopefully not. And yeah, that's about it. Okay, good. 10 minutes. That's just about what I want. If you have any specific questions about how this is going to go, leave a comment in the description. Leave a comment below, I mean. Sorry. And one more thing. Again, I don't know when they're going to start coming out, but they are going to come. Let's Talk Politics, I have a 3-part that will come out over the next week, all 3 parts on different days. So that'll be interesting. Learn a little bit about me, personally. But that's it. I guess that's all I have to say. No schedule. I'm not going to do this as frequently as I possibly can. But it is something that's going to be coming. So hopefully that'll be enjoyable. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.